furtherance of its 5-day celebration of older persons in Nigeria, the National Senior Citizen Center, in collaboration with Center for African American Research Studies CAARS, held a flag-up and national symposium ceremony on healthy aging, the significance of place, connectivity and access for older persons in Abuja, with the theme, Healthy Aging, Social Protection and Human Rights in Nigeria, by mainstreaming the geriatric population to uphold their rights in the country. Dr. Omokaro, the Director General of NSCC, laid emphasis on research as one of the components of the agency in helping to provide data, statistics and knowledge that shaping the policies that guide the agency in planning and implementing programs tailored towards the needs of older persons in Nigeria.
And so, the Executive Secretary of the National Universities Commission would pick that up and come to me to say, National Universities Commission must stay with your finding, and we must do, I will do everything in my power to ensure that studies of aging become integrated becomes a formal study in Nigerian universities. So, still, all that I'm saying, I'm trying to emphasize the import of research. I'm trying to emphasize how research uncovers things, how research stays up, will stay up in our imagination, how research will now, bring a shift to people's thinking, how research will open our eyes and affect policies, how research is what takes, a government, if we are serious, from a nonchalant, situation through, stimulation of interest, through sensitization, mobilization, and before you know, as I speak to you now, through advocates who were now mobilized and brought in, and the results of the findings being used, the statistics shown. Now, serious advocacy commenced. And before you know now, by 2016, the National Senior Citizen Center Act was signed into law. By 2021, the National Senior Citizen Center was established, inaugurated. As I speak to you now, there is a policy on aging. As I stand before you now, the policy on aging has been operationalized into the National Plan of Action on Aging in Nigeria for the first time in the history of this country. There is also project activities, 2021-2025, that had been admitted into the National Plan of Action, National Development Plan of this country. And then, of course, we now have a strategic roadmap on aging, 10 years. And then so many things have followed that when you know the work of National Senior Citizen Center, you know what research can provoke and what research can do. So now there is a center. Now the pillars focusing on geriatric social care, social protection, as income security, focusing on continuing engagement of senior citizens, focusing on healthy aging, as you have put here, age-friendly environment, and so on and so forth. And of course, seriously, research, national agenda on research on aging, data, monitoring, evaluation. So I'm standing here to thank CAARS for having the foresight to bring this partnership with the National Senior Citizen Center.
Which sometimes arises from lack of accurate information.
I have vowed to invest as much as are accessible to me to push forward the vision she has been driving decades before she assumed the office as the DG of NSCC.
Is that by the time you retire at 60, you're retiring with a wealth of experience, a wealth of knowledge that the next generation ought to benefit from. So as a university, we are well positioned to ensure that we collaborate with the National Senior Citizen Center, with CAARS, with other partners to benefit from the wealth of knowledge from some of the senior citizens in our country. So we have people who collaborate with us in areas of research. We have people who collaborate with us in area of knowledge sharing. My center director, Professor Waziri, is one of those senior citizens who, after years of teaching in the US, that's where he taught, have now come back to Nigeria to mentor young people like myself, young people in the university, help them build capacity to also contribute to national development. So we are open to some areas of collaboration. Also, the university has a center known as the AUS Inspire Hub, where people are mentored in several areas of businesses, in several areas of startups. We have senior citizens who have done well, who have made their marks in business and are retired. We also welcome them to explore those areas.